What's good, everyone? It's MJO23Dan. So I wanted to introduce you guys to two new pickups I've had. One was 1 week and then the other the following week. It just came hand in hand. I picked up the Cherrywoods first and then followed it up with the Ginger 16s. It's been about 9 years since I had these guys back in my collection. 9 years ago I sold these guys at a sneaker show, I guess, and there was some guys interested, and at the time I really didn't think much of it. Sold them. I don't even remember what I did with the money. I must have reinvested it back into sneakers somehow and got another pair of something. I'm not sure. But that's what happened, and through some stroke of luck that I found the Cherrywood 16s. A follower of mine on Instagram ended up hitting me up about the Ginger 16s. So I was just like, man, if I could kill two birds with one stone, I might as well do it. So without further ado, here they are, the Air Jordan 16 Cherrywood colorway and the Air Jordan 16 in the Ginger colorway. Notable that I did happen to also complete this mid-cut set, and I do have the black and the red, and I also have, I believe it's the white and midnight navy. So as far as Mike playing in these shoes or wearing them, he did wear the black and the red 16 in ads for promotion on the Air Jordan 16. As far as the midnight navy, I believe he did wear it for a couple games in the 2001-2002 season. I don't remember him playing in the Cherrywoods, however, but he did wear the Ginger 16s in a game in preseason, and probably a few games into that as well. The Air Jordan 16 Ginger colorway is the only Air Jordan 16 without patent leather on its tongue. So you'll notice here that it has a leather tongue in gray. The Cherrywoods have that patent leather Cherrywood colorway. The black and the red has that black patent leather, and the white and midnight navy has that midnight navy patent leather. So the Ginger 16 is the only one that does not have patent leather on its tongue. The only ones that have patent leather on the toes are the midnight navy and the black and the red. So just going over the overall history of the shoe, Tinker actually designed the shoe, but he also wanted to bring in another designer to help him, I guess, mold the future of Jordan brand. At this point, he was already burnt out, having to design and create the Air Jordan signature line year after year. So Tinker brought in another designer by the name of Wilson Smith III, who actually had continued on with the process of creating the next Jordan. Tinker was out of the picture for many years and was asked back by Jordan brand through the Air Jordan 20 in 2004. Heading into 2005 when it actually released. So from Tinker's original sketches, him and Wilson Smith were studying the idea of creating a shoe that looked like it could belong in a marching band. So that's how you get the idea of this removable gator or a spat. So just to bring up the Ginger colorway here, you have what's called this gator, and there's magnetic buttons here, 3 of them, along with this Velcro strap at the bottom that hold the gator in place. And you also see here that it's designated by left and right. So this one is the left. You can remove it, and you remove it towards the back and downward. Now these have tended to fall off due to age. I'll go ahead and show you what the black and red looks like. So here is the black and the red gator without the bottom rubber. It actually broke off, became brittle. I had to try and get another gator, and I actually found a seller locally that was able to sell his. And so you see there that the Gator is in place, although you do note that there is some cracking right there. And these things just they tend to fall off. So eventually, you know, I'm anticipating it falling off. I don't know what type of compound it is, but it's got to be like some rubber base, and it's also the same type of material that's up here by what's known as the speed lacing on the inside. But this stuff has been known to crack and all that stuff. But anyways, here's the shoe without the Gator. It looks pretty neat. That was the lateral side. This is the medial side. And the Ginger 16 has a bunch of mesh all on the upper for breathability. And you also have that on the toe, or on the tongue. And then there's a little jewel at the front here by the toe is the Air Jordan 16. And then here's the outsole. You have that herringbone traction on the bottom in different pod areas going all throughout. And then you also have what's called the spring plate on the underside. You can probably see it better here on the Jordan 16s. It's a full length spring plate with a Jumpman on the interior. And then just noting on the midsole there, you've got a blow molded air unit out in the back. And then these areas right here are all painted, saying Jordan on the outside. One other thing about the Gator is that this part in the middle here, it is painted, and it's a stretchy material, more like neoprene. It will chip away, but I believe this will be easy to restore if you just use paint. Then on the back, you have the 16, and then you have the rubber on the Jumpman. One other thing to note on the Gator is that it has Braille, and this right here is supposed to say Jordan in Braille with the jewel of the Jumpman at the bottom. The ribbing here is supposed to represent elements of the Jordan 14. The breathability of the inside is supposed to represent the Air Jordan 5. The patent toe on the leather is supposed to represent the Air Jordan 11. And then one other thing to note too is that they went with this square toe at the bottom because MJ wanted something anatomically correct. And you also see this on the Jordan 17 and the Jordan 18. So one thing to note that's real cool on the Cherrywood is that on the inside of the Gator, it's got like this gradient look to it, the Cherrywood colorway right on the inside. So a lot of people back then would take the shoe, flip it inside out, or take the Gator, flip it inside out, and then wear this Gator casually. You can only wear this Gator casually. It's really hard to play ball in this Gator as is, but typically you would just take the Gator, flip it inside out, attach the magnet strips along with the Velcro, and you got this look to it that looks way cool. It's got that gradient look to it, and then you got the Jumpman right there. So anyways, in the comments, let me know what you guys think of the Air Jordan 16. Should they finally release? What colorways? Should we get the original colorways? I am also looking for the lows. So if anybody has any leads to it, there's a white and red Air Jordan 16 low. And then there's also a black colorway in the Air Jordan 16 low. But anyways, if you follow me on Instagram, I also have a list of some Air Jordans that I'm looking for. And those that are in bold are ones that are high on my priority list. So if anyone has any leads, you can email me, or you can hit me up on Twitter or Instagram, and let me know what you guys think, what your thoughts are, and all that good stuff. Anyways, thanks for being a part of the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button if you liked the video. I got a lot more videos coming along the way. Be sure to also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and follow me on Periscope at mjoe23dan. Take care, guys.